Hello and welcome back to Keralainmumbai YouTube channel. So, as our ongoing series of promoting prominent Mumbai Malayalis who have excelled in their own chosen field, today we have a special guest. She's a wonderful poet, a performer, and a songwriter, JK Rosland. So, let's know more about her journey from her. Hello, ma'am. It's a pleasure to have you with us today. മാമിന്റെ ജേർണി സ്റ്റാർട്ട് തൊട്ട് നമുക്കൊന്ന് അറിഞ്ഞു തുടങ്ങാം.
എൻ്റെ ജേർണി എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ബിഗിൻ ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് ഐ grew up in Jabalpur. That is where my parents were there, and my parents were settled there from 1955. I was born in 58, and my mother was the first English teacher in the convent there. Genetically, I take after my father's family because we come from a family of writers, professors, headmasters, and that legacy is still there. My inspiration was my grandfather, V.S. Andrews, whose legacy is the thing that got me into writing. And I began in 1997. I decided to become a writer, but I didn't know what I'll do. But I decided I'll start off with something. And I happened to get a little training in Delhi, a 3 months training.
Okay.
And then I realized that it's not in the editing part. I would like to be on a reporter.
Yeah.
So then I understood that is my forte. Then after a few years, I was also teaching in schools. And then I left that altogether to get completely into writing. I started with writing for newspapers. Those days, there was no computer. We used to go around, collect stories and get it typed, and then go to the offices in Mumbai and go around there. And finally, in afternoon, the news editor, we gave our stories. I have another lady with me, Bina Parmar. My first story was on Ambarnath Shiv Temple.
Okay.
So why Ambarnath Shiv Temple I wrote, because the news editor of Afternoon magazine, he had written a small piece on it. So I was then staying in Ambarnath. So I understood that if I do a piece on Ambarnath, it will be accepted. I was quite sure. Otherwise, why should anybody bother? Because I'm not even an insider and I have not have any experience. But I went with that story and I put it there, but nobody looked at it afterwards. After very many days, when we went again, then he said, we have not looked at it. Then again I pursued, and finally he said, yes, we will take your story. That was the beginning of my writing career.
So your inspiration is your family?
Yes. Without any experience, without any newspaper experience, I published my first story. It was in the back page of Afternoon, and it was good. So that was my confidence. And then I went around to all the newspapers there. I said, please, you have to give me work. So then they gave features as a feature writer. I wrote for People's Journal. By the time Times of India began, Suburban Plus, then I started writing for Suburban Plus. So there were many articles coming and I was honored there for that. Afterwards, I moved to Dubai. Then I continued my writing career in the tabloid Gulf News there. And that was a wonderful period. And afterwards, when I came back to India by 2009, then I thought I must do something more. So from freelance writing, I was getting into short story writing. In the meantime, there was these poems collection of mine lying. So my uncle, Charian Andrews, he said, why don't you publish these poems?
Okay.
I said, there was not much matter in the poetry. I was not inspired by that talk. He said, Villachana എഴുത്തുകാരനാണ് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഞാനും പോയിട്രി എങ്ങനെ തുടങ്ങുന്നത്? I said, I will look into it later. So അങ്ങനെ പുള്ളി എന്നെ അവിടെ നാട്ടില് കവി സമ്മേളനത്തിന് കണ്ടിന്യൂസ്ലി എന്നെ വിളിച്ചോണ്ടിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ബുക്ക് പബ്ലിഷ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടോ ഇല്ലെന്ന് എനിക്ക് ഓർമ്മയില്ല. ബട്ട് ഐ യൂസ്ഡ് ടു റീഡ് പോയംസ് ആൻഡ് ഓൾ. So he said, no, you must write, you must publish and you must get out. ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് പുള്ളി പറയുന്നത്. Encourage ചെയ്യണേ. Then afterwards, I used to go to Tata Literature Festival. There I had attended a workshop with children, and that got into me. I said, yes, I must write poetry for children. And then for 1 year, I just sat and wrote. After that workshop, at least 200, 300 poems I must have written, and one by one, all the books came out. And that's around 2015. And that's it. I was also writing for Authors Done. That's a website. I found that they started calling me lyrical writer. I said, oh, so there is
Categories.
category.
Yeah.
I'm getting it from outside.
Yes,
from
yes.
Then I thought, okay. Then I started making, tunes of songs, and then the songs started coming. And now I only want to do that.
What actually inspired you to sit and write a poem?
I happened to write a poem in 92. A couple of poems, and that I sent to Asian Age, and it was published. It was published, and I was getting letters from all over India. Those days, phone. I was getting small, postcards.
Yes.
Telling me, congratulating me, and then children asking me, "Ma'am, you're a great poet. Will you be able to teach me to write poetry?"
Is it something that someone can learn, or is it just inbuilt? You have it.
No, you can learn too. You can learn too, because
poems.
because see how I learned, because when I went for that workshop, the course that was given, I was able to do it.
Okay.
You see, so you get your confidence when you make your one poem and you're interested, and that's it. That's it. It's just as you know when you sing well and you're singing well. Same way it's with poetry. So that is the inspiration I give to students with my workshop. I set up a feel that scene, that mood is created. It's not the scene. That mood for poetry, it has to be created. It just doesn't come. Once you're in the mood, then I've noticed children writing
How does
poetry.
it feel to work with children?
Oh, it's just wonderful. Because that is where I like. That's why I write, because you must have seen.
Yes.
I went to Rajasthan because with a teacher friend of mine. So I thought, let me try experiment. It was my experiment of teaching poetry to students, and that too in Rajasthan.
Yes.
And I realized the children they don't even have such a catch over English as far as.
But they still want to learn.
They wrote. Girls and boys both wrote, and then when I read out the poems, then others also wanted to write, and that's how it is. For example, when I went to Rajasthan, they are familiar with farming.
Okay.
So this Neil guy, Blue Bull, I had written about it in English. I'll read out that poem, and in that the animal eats poppy seeds, and it starts dancing because of the influence of poppy, and how the farmer gets angry. So that is the children associated with that, because they know about this animal.
They are familiar with it. Yes.
So they liked it, and they also started writing. This is my first book, published in Mumbai, called Poet Choice, Book of Roses. There are many forms of poems in this. So this is one of the form. Blue bull grazed on opium blooms, tasted flowers and now swoon, rampaged fields of poppy, turned farmers unhappy, seeing broken stalks they gloom. Now it is the rhyming words, first, second and last line.
Yes.
And the third and fourth line rhyming. So that is the rule of this poem.
Okay.
Let me just read one more poem.
Yes, ma'am.
It is called Double Dactyl.
Okay.
Utterly, butterly, baker mix fresh blue cheese and cashew nuts, sumptuously making his wedding cake.
Oh.
This is how it is the story, but that wording is a little
Twisted.
Yeah. I told when I was publishing.
Yes.
That time when I published in this, but this was the very first song. poem, but it remained with me for 25 years. I don't know how I managed to get it. Our things we know. And this is the poem which was performed at my book launch here, which you showed, no?
Yes.
So I don't know why I called Vijay Shankar. Vijay Shankar said he will dance. I said I wanted to dance for my book launch. I didn't even have an idea that how it will happen.
Yes.
It was a surprise that I just said these words and Vijay Shankar was able to dance.
Oh my God.
So there was, because he had gungrus and my words.
In this poem. Okay.
I'll just read the first 4 lines. The wind was snarling at my door all night. Romancing rain, mystic nature, the first downpour is waving down. The wind was snarling. So that song has been created. It's come out very well, and we
the
find
tune is very catchy.
Yeah, that is how each tune has its own catch. And similarly, my best is my love my land. I love my land. I call it India, Bharat. I love her so. The power of people.
So, ma'am, family kurichu onnu parayo.
I have 2 sons, and they have also taken after me in writing, and they are but not
legacy
into
is
legacy. Yeah. So they are not into poems, but they are into films.
They do write.
They write
Scripts and all. Yeah.
And elder one is more into the history and philosophy and film criticism. The younger one writes scripts and screenplays and edits, and he is already preparing to sort of get he's into it. It's hard work.
Yes.
But I'm sure they will make it someday. My husband, Mr. Sunny, he's a very hard worker, and he has always been abroad. Outside, means his job took him to many places. And so, but he encouraged me to do what I want to do.
Yes.
About my gurus and my parents, I have dedicated this book called The Guiding Lights, talking about all my family with whom I grew up. First poem is on Cherian Andrews. Just when he passed away, Cherian Andrews, at the age of 97, the lines that came to me: he lived a full life of 97 and a half more. A life it was of acquiring and giving. All that he strived to get was knowledge, and more of it, and more of it. What he gave others was service. Each day of it. 40 years of life spent working, a grandson householder, social service did many, the rest of 37 years, eagerly writing, reading, each day he could. How much he enjoyed life and writing. In the wee hours of the morning, stories of valor of early years he penned. A biography of his father, a bust at his door, he erected to pay due respect. What a worthy life he lived. He, the big heroic role model, brother of my father, a long life productively lived each day. What an example in life he did set, we adore. May his great soul now rest in peace. And one small poem on my dad. I happened to go for a conference where Daman Singh, the daughter of Dr. Manmohan Singh, released a book on her father. I was there too to attend to that. Afterwards, I met her. I told her, I too have written about my father. Would you like to read? She said, do send me. So I sent her the poem, and she wrote to me that she even showed it to her father. She said it was such a touchy poem. On the 8th of November, when I was up in the morning, first looked in the sky on one side. I saw the bright moon shining so close in the west. And when I looked to the east, dawn was there too, with its hues, crimson and orange and blue. What a day, I thought. The sun and moon both seen? It was full moon. I heard. Grandma in her tale said, the scene was sane. Many years ago, for him, on this day was born a man who was true and good, a little known guy named John. It was by a beachside home. The waves were throbbing up and down when the young one blinked to take his first breath. Nearing 90, he happily lived. Till his last breath, he was blessed. This I know for sure. He was blessed for sure, for he was my father dear, who showed us a new path and a way to go. In God he trusted the most.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, I heard that you have a connection with singer Yeshudas, sir.
Oh, yes.
So, can you share that moment with us?
He came to inaugurate or unveil the statue of my grandfather when my uncle put up the statue at his house. So it was a big function and there was an inauguration, and Yeshudas ji had come there. PJ Yeshudas's father, Augustine Joseph, was a shishyan of my grandfather, V.S. Andrews.
Wow.
He came to inaugurate, and there was a great function, and there was media coverage and all. So they know, as family we know Yeshudas, because we belong to the same community from Kochi.
What is your advice to this generation? As ഞാനിപ്പോ അറിഞ്ഞതുപോലെ ഈ ജനറേഷനിൽ അങ്ങനെ ഇപ്പോ റൈറ്റേഴ്സിന് അങ്ങനെ ഒരു
exactly.
അപ്പൊ അതിനെ കുറിച്ച് മാമിന് എന്താ പറയാൻ?
This generation, I would say, they have to look into developing their own skills, which they already know, because AI is come up and taking charge. So only if you have your own skill,
own creativity,
develop, then you can stand up to AI and say, look, this is my work and this is how I do, and you better assist me. I don't follow you, you follow me.
So, ma'am, I heard that you have an upcoming event coming soon, Kavya Nirtam. Can you just tell us about the event?
I was looking for dance teachers to perform my poems, but I went around many places, but it didn't happen. Finally, I happened to do it myself in some way at a small studio, and some songs, about 2-3 songs. Those songs I sent it to Dr. Guru Chitra Vishwanathan, and that is what she liked to turn it into a full-fledged classical dance program. She said we will do it. It's already now. We had our first show, and thanks to Dr. Chitra, our next show of Kavya Nirtam will be held at NGMA Fort at 6 p.m. on 21st August. All of you are welcome. There are limited seats, so if you could register beforehand, it will be nice. I would request Keralainmumbai to organize that event for us, so I can, we can show it to our general crowd, and I would be glad, and it will be a good show also for Keralainmumbai. We are 2 Malayali ladies doing it, and with the children, so this is something new. Thank you.
So, ma'am, it was wonderful having you with us today. Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you for having me. I wouldn't have spoken so much for anybody else because I felt at home here. Thank you Keralainmumbai for this chance.
That was our interview with JK Rosland, ma'am. And also, as I said earlier, about our ongoing series of promoting prominent Mumbai Malayalis who have excelled in their field. If any one of you guys want to share your story, your journey through our podcast, please do contact us on the number given below in the description. Thank you.